our invited guests. Welcome to SVN Live, our weekly property broadcast for October 2nd, 2017. Welcome to the new month. We know that fall is upon us, and we hope good things for everybody in the last quarter of the year here. As you know, we have some economic talking points we always want to share with you. This one's from CoStar, some interesting changes, if you will, in pricing momentum. We've had good gains in that, pretty much not just the top tier markets, which is good for SVN particularly, as we do so well in the secondary and tertiary markets. The rest of 2017 and perhaps all of 2018 should be strong for those smaller markets and because of the value that's being offered in those markets. So keep an eye on that. Again, good news for our organization. Also, according to Reese, cap rates are mostly falling. That compression of cap rates continues to amaze us. Reese reports that second quarter apartment cap rates declined 30 basis points, on average about 5.7%. I know here in California we're seeing some 3.5 cap transactions on the coast. Office caps fell 20 basis points. Still hovering about that 7.2% range, makes it a good value, almost 180 basis points above apartments. And retail went up a little as opposed to going down, 7.7. But if you buy good retail, good location, and internet-resistant tenants, you're going to get a little better return. Interest rates are not likely to move. We pretty much have that consensus with all of the catastrophes that we've had and weather disasters that we've had and the insurance recovery and, of course, Puerto Rico. That's not likely that the Fed's going to do anything with interest rates. So keep an eye on that. Again, all good news. We've got some recently closed transactions that we just want to highlight this morning. I want to congratulate John Lebeditis in the Chicago office. He just closed this deal, and I think the interesting part of this transaction is that the actual client that closed with SVN was not the highest bidder. They actually won the property as a result of their presentation and the strength of their resume. So it's not always the price if you can get the deal done. John, congratulations. Kevin Mishra's got a couple of closing slides this morning. This first one was a hotel property, a Quality Inn in North Carolina, priced at $1,530,000, extremely low price per room, and good-looking piece of real estate. Kevin, congratulations. He also closed this outstanding land site in Morrisville, North Carolina, $407,000 an acre. Outstanding price per acre, I am sure, probably set a record near the airport, and we know what's going to be built there, right, Kevin? All right. We also want to congratulate Chris By, one of our many CCIMs. He's just closed this deal in Allentown, Pennsylvania, $2,686,000, and actually met the client through a strategic meeting for leasing. Also, Chris, Maya, and Joe Rowley and Joseph Rowley III just closed this Scranton, Pennsylvania deal together. $18,344,000. Congratulations to the entire team. Just a great coming together of New York and Pennsylvania and soon Poland. We're going to hear from Chris this morning from there. All right, we've got inventory for you this morning. As you know, at SVN, 100% of the time, we share 50% of our commission. We have over $500,000 of commission we'd like to share with you today, and $38 million of inventory. We've got Stan Proden, who has a St. Paul, Minnesota opportunity for you, well located and priced at $1.2 million. Stan?
Good morning, John and SVN. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This property operates more like a short-term apartment building, although it does have 5 rooms that are usually set aside for daily rentals. Some residents have been there for many years, but there are no leases. The occupancy since a recent remodeling is excellent, over 90%. If the current trend continues, the revenue should exceed over $300,000 a year. The building has common bathrooms on each floor like a dorm, as it is a very old building. Current part-time managers do live on site. It is located less than 10 minutes from downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. Light rail stops are about 2.5 blocks away, and most residents do not own cars. The general area is comprised of office, industrial, and some eateries. I will explain cap rates and other financial information on individual inquiries. Bring your owner-operators for this unique opportunity. Thank you, SVN.
All right, Stan, thank you very much. Our industrial dynamite team down in Florida, Joel Catan and Anthony Peregrine, have another one for us. This one's in Miami. It's priced at $1,395,000.
Good morning, this is Joel. This is a freestanding 13,000-foot warehouse. It's currently divided into 3 bays, separately metered. Could be for investment, but most likely, as it's used now, the owner occupies 1 bay. He did have more space at one time in the building, so a nice opportunity for a user to use 1 or 2 bays and keep 1 or 2 bays rented. The other 2 bays right now are month to month at $7 a foot. It's got 3-phase power out of the well field, on sewer, 16-foot ceiling, and a fairly new roof. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. David Bickle and Pete Colvin had put their heads together, bringing you a single tenant opportunity priced at $2,165,000.
Peter and I are very pleased to present to SVN today and others attending this meeting. Gerber Collision is the tenant of this 15,700 square foot building located in Kokomo, Indiana, a community of about 70,000 people located 25 minutes north of northern Indianapolis. Gerber is part of the Boyd Group USA, which is a publicly traded company with over $1 billion in sales. The investment grade is single B. Our clients built this building for themselves. They operated it for over 11 years, and everything was fine. And then Gerber came and wanted to acquire their business, so they sold the business to Gerber, and they leased Gerber leased the property back from them. We have it on the market at $2,165,000, which represents a 7% cap rate. This is a terrific 1031 opportunity for those of you who may be searching looking to identify a property. And I'd say the one thing about Kokomo, it's known as a stoplight city, and as opposed to roundabouts. And stoplights also mean it can be called a collision city, which makes this an ideal location for the tenant. We would welcome any inquiries. Thanks.
David, that's the first time I've ever heard that. I love it. All right. Congratulations on your listing.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Jay Dabbs and Scott Forrester down in Texas. They're going to pronounce this for me. They're trying to teach me a little Texas. Seguin, I think, is the correct one.
I'll say it again, John. I'll say it because this is the second time this last 2 weeks. But anyway, John, Sarah, thank you, and SVN family, thank you for giving me and my partner Jay Dabbs an opportunity to talk about another land listing that we have here in the Central Texas. I know we got a lot of land in Texas, but boy, they're coming and gobbling up. So, and this is in a real key area of Central Texas, and I think it's starting to grow from New Braunfels out this way. It's a land tract. It's a commercial development of about 30.49 acres. It's located on one of the Texas major highways. We've got a couple big ones, of course, 35, and this is on 10 that connects Houston to San Antonio all the way to El Paso, and of course it goes into Louisiana. This track is located in Seguin. It's in between two major roads in Seguin, North Austin Street and Highway 46 that connects New Braunfels. Very growing area. This land tract's 20 miles from Loop 1604 in San Antonio with the outer loop. It's 20 miles it's 145 miles from Houston, and it's 56 miles from Austin. So it's right in that triangle again that we talked about last week. So it's in the hub. This track is a prime frontage on IH-10 that's well located in this beautiful community of Seguin. We feel it's in the near future growth area of Seguin, extending towards New Braunfels. Seguin is one of the largest manufacturing cities of its size in Texas. It's got Caterpillar as the anchor. We've got Continental Automotive. We've got Tyson Foods, and I think this is a great place for distribution, flex office. A lot of those kind of things can fit right in this perfect area here. Residential developments behind it. It's about to explode. So I think it's a great stretch here, a great area. It's 30+ acres, high visibility, has easy access from I-10 right onto it. Just north of that, it just comes off the access road or off the highway. The price of this land of 30.49 acres is $2,554,888, which comes out to be $83,794 per acre and $1.92 per square foot. Buy side is 3%, and we'd love to work with you on a deal to put this thing together. And again, thanks, John and Sarah. And we all need to remember, I think John was talking about this earlier, about what happened in Las Vegas. We got to keep all them in prayer and our country in prayer. Thank you.
All right, Scott, absolutely. Let's go to Rudy Biaggi and Steve Storr. They've gotten together on a couple of opportunities for you this morning. This one includes Tom Ham, priced at $3.2 million, and it's an AutoZone.
Hi, John. Good morning. This is Rudy Biaggi calling from SVN here in Manhattan. Can you hear me?
I sure can, Rudy. Thank you.
All right. Hope all is well. So yeah, here's an AutoZone retail store and distribution center opportunity in Southington, Connecticut. It's about 20 minutes outside of Hartford, just off of Interstate 84 there. The seller here is a private family who's owned this asset since its inception in 1995. They're an older family now, and they've made a conscious decision to sell the asset. The likely buyer for this would be someone in a 1031 exchange or anyone with an existing relationship with AutoZone or any other auto parts distributor. This is also a great opportunity for someone who likes short-term leases, seeing as the term ends in 4 years, with value-add opportunities. Now, some of the objections you might hear are that this is a larger than normal site at 18,831 square feet. It's, like I said, used as a distribution center, centrally located around 7 other stores and supplying inventory to 30. We're seeing new leases for AutoZone signed for half of the space here for 20% higher rent. So this rent is definitely well below market. Now, it's also a double net lease, so there are some landlord responsibilities. The responsibilities include roof and structure. Now, again, another objection you might hear is the Home Depot that's at the end of the cul-de-sac here. What happens if they leave? Based on our due diligence and our contact with the owner there, we've come to the conclusion that the Home Depot is going nowhere anytime in the foreseeable future. Again, now it is a short-term lease, but it's backed by AutoZone Northeast Inc. So someone, like I said, someone with an existing relationship with AutoZone may come in and renegotiate the lease terms, and there's definitely room for value-add opportunity or someone in a 1031 exchange. The fee is 2%, the buy-side fee, and we would love to cut someone a check this year.
All right, Rudy, thank you for that. Great information. How about your Golden Corral?
Sure. So yes, this is the Golden Corral in Knoxville, Tennessee, on Clinton Highway. That's a main retail corridor there. I mean, if from this location you have Subway, Taco Bell, BJ's, Staples, Walmart, Target. There's all within a quarter-mile distance. Right behind that picture, there's actually a Lowe's. So highly concentrated retail corridor. Well, the day I was there at 10 o'clock in the morning, there were 2 tour buses with 125 people that came in for brunch. So the seller here is just reevaluating his portfolio and looking to relocate his geographical footprint. And the likely buyer would be anybody who is comfortable with casual dining or QSR restaurants, or an existing, someone who has an existing portfolio of these types of assets. And a 1031 exchange buyer would also be a perfect fit. This is absolute triple net. And, the objections that you might hear are the fact that this is not a credit tenant, unlike the Autozone that we have, but this is a subsidiary of Brigman Foods, so it's a strong guarantor. They did $33 million in sales last year, and they're on track to do $45 million this year. And the sales for this particular location are up 22% in the last 24 months. So the fees are 1.25%. And both of these opportunities can be delivered free and clear, and we'd love to send someone a holiday bonus for the end of the year.
All right, Rudy, thank you very much. Knoxville's just a great place where a lot of people are retiring, and I think you'll have a deal for Junior for sure. All right, let's bring in Chris Bai and Arthur Satars. They have something you don't see every day. How about a sports arena in Poland?
Hello, John. Hello, SVN. Regards here from Warsaw, Poland, where it's currently 5:45 in the evening. Great to join everyone during this presentation. What we are beginning is presenting a number of different interesting assets here in Warsaw, Poland, or actually all over Poland. We're presenting them from Warsaw, Poland, where we are based. This particular property is a unique investment property. It's called Beskid Ski and Sport Resort. What's really unique about it, the technology is in place where they actually make snow in the summer. I will spare you the details of how that could be done, but it's a cutting-edge technology that allows snow to be actually made and used in the summer. This resort is located in Szczecin, Poland, which is one of the 2 top skiing cities in Poland, the other one being Karpacz, which some of you may know. Both are near the city of Krakow, which of course everybody knows Krakow. It's on the southern portion of Poland, near the Czech Republic. What's interesting is demographically, within 100 kilometers, about 62.5 miles of this location, there's a population of about 6.3 million people. And it's just a great location and a very unique resort. It doesn't only have snow and skiing in the summer, but of course in the winter, it's got a biking path, it's got hiking, it's tobogganing, it's got tubing, as you can see in that picture. That picture is actually someone skiing in the summer and doing a water slide in the summer. So it's a great family resort. It was put together, this was built last year. It is cutting edge equipment. It is being actually offered at the cost of equipment and land, even though the resort in its first year of operation started to turn a profit because of the way that the low cost structure and the high demand structure for this type of a property. There is an IRR summary available for interested buyers over the next 5 and 10 years, so we'd be happy to share that with any interested investors. And in addition to a very attractive buy-side fee, we would love to have a cooperating broker from SVN come visit us in Warsaw after closing, and we'll show you Stare Miasto and a lot of great places in Warsaw, Poland. The only risk you have by doing that is you may decide you don't want to leave, but that's okay. Thank you very much, John, and we look forward to presenting more properties to our group in the near future.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. As you know, we always have events and webinars during the week. Later today will be the Hospitality Council meeting at 11 on the West Coast, 2 on the East Coast. And then Tuesday, you've got a couple of great opportunities. Multifamily Council meeting will take place 8:30 on the West Coast, 11:30 on the East Coast. Join Reed Bennett, our Council Chair of Multifamily, for that event. And then join us for our SVN Investor and Economic Forum, 10 a.m. West Coast, 1 p.m. East Coast. And that's always a good one to have your clients dial into as well. Great opportunity to share the wealth, so to speak. As you know, we've got the last 2017 Jumpstart taking place in San Diego, California, November 28th to December 1st. Not only is this a great opportunity to end 2017 on a high note, but to begin 2018 positioned to be successful and to be the best year ever for you in brokerage. So please join us in San Diego. Registration is open. And we want to thank you for joining us this morning. We know that you have a lot of opportunities out there, and hopefully you'll find some at www.svn.com, and know that 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us anywhere in the world that we might be. Good day.